instead of saving Kahndaq, Harut chose to save me.
After years of behind-the-scenes changes and delays, Dwayne Johnson finally brought Teth Adam to life in Black Adam, and now his return for Black Adam 2, it's going to be huge, especially with the epic showdown that could be in store. One major addition to the mix, Shazam. Given his deep ties to both Black Adam and Superman, his involvement would make things even more intense. I have a feeling Black Adam 2 is going to blow everyone's mind, so let's dive into everything we know so far. A fight between Black Adam and Superman in Black Adam 2 could unfold in a number of ways, depending on which comic storylines DC decides to adapt. One of the most obvious sources of inspiration is Superman Shazam! First Thunder, which explores the first meeting between Superman and Shazam, where Black Adam plays a major antagonistic role. In this storyline, Black Adam sees himself as a protector and doesn't believe in Superman's way of handling threats. If Black Adam 2 takes cues from this, it could set up a clash where Black Adam challenges Superman's authority and methods, believing himself to be the only true force capable of ruling with power and fear. This ideological difference could escalate into an all-out battle, especially if Black Adam refuses to back down from his own sense of justice. Another possible route is Injustice: Gods Among Us, where Superman takes a darker turn after a personal tragedy. In that storyline, Black Adam allies with Superman, but they later come into conflict as their views on control and governance differ. If Black Adam 2 explores an Elseworld-style narrative, we could see a world where Superman is willing to take drastic measures to establish order, and Black Adam, despite his brutal ways, may not agree with the level of control Superman is trying to enforce. This could lead to an epic face-off where both are pushed to their limits. Action Comics number 831 also presents a compelling scenario. In this issue, Black Adam fights Superman and actually holds his own thanks to his magical abilities. The comic showcases how Black Adam's magic-based attacks weaken Superman, making their battle incredibly intense. If Black Adam 2 follows a similar route, Superman could be forced into a desperate struggle, needing to find a way to overcome Black Adam's overwhelming power while also trying to limit collateral damage. As for other characters who could pop up, the movie could introduce several major DC figures who have been involved in these battles in the comics. First and foremost, Shazam is a natural addition. His history with Black Adam is deeply rooted in their shared connection to the wizard Shazam. A three-way battle between Superman, Black Adam, and Shazam would not only be visually spectacular, but would also bring out the differences in how each of them views power and responsibility. Shazam represents youthful optimism and heroism. Superman embodies hope and restraint, while Black Adam thrives on vengeance and dominance. Another potential addition is Amanda Waller. Given her role in orchestrating major events behind the scenes, she could be the one to manipulate circumstances to pit Black Adam and Superman against each other. Waller has a history of dealing with metahumans, and she may see Black Adam as an uncontrollable threat that requires Superman's intervention. This would allow for a government versus godlike beings angle, adding depth to the conflict. Dr. Fate could also return if the movie continues to explore the mystical side of the DC Universe. Since Dr. Fate plays a crucial role in monitoring magical forces, he might warn Superman about the consequences of fighting Black Adam, or even try to mediate between them. However, if tensions rise too high, Fate may be forced to intervene, potentially bringing in other Lords of Order. The Justice Society of America could also have a role in Black Adam 2. Hawkman, Cyclone, and Atom Smasher could return to challenge Black Adam once again, possibly allying with Superman to stop him. This could lead to a scenario where Black Adam fights off multiple heroes at once, showcasing his raw power against some of the strongest fighters in the DC Universe. Another fascinating possibility is the inclusion of Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot has already made the character iconic, and despite recent box office disappointments like Snow White, audiences still love her portrayal. As a warrior with ties to magic, she could be a major game-changer in the battle between Black Adam and Superman. Wonder Woman has the combat skills and divine weaponry that could allow her to take on Black Adam more effectively than Superman alone. If Superman struggles against Black Adam's magic, Diana could step in to help level the playing field. Lastly, Lex Luthor could appear as a wild card. Luthor has always been wary of Superman, and if he sees an opportunity to exploit the conflict between Superman and Black Adam, he would undoubtedly seize it. Luthor could manipulate Black Adam, convincing him that Superman is the real enemy, pushing their fight to even greater heights. Overall, Black Adam 2 has the potential to be an action-packed, high-stakes showdown between two of DC's most powerful characters. By pulling inspiration from key comic storylines and introducing additional DC heroes and villains, the film could craft a truly unforgettable battle. Whether it's an ideological clash, a government-backed intervention, or a fight that spirals out of control due to outside manipulation, the stage is set for an epic confrontation that could define the future of DC's Elseworlds projects. That said, when it comes to Black Adam's future in James Gunn's DCU, things are still pretty up in the air. He's undeniably one of the strongest characters in DC, so it's natural to wonder if Gunn has any plans to bring him into the new cinematic universe. But let's be real, if Black Adam does show up, it won't be the same version we saw in the 2022 film. Dwayne Johnson had big ambitions for the character's role in the DCEU, and since that universe is officially done, it's unlikely he'll be reprising the role in Gunn's rebooted DCU. That being said, Black Adam's story doesn't have to end there. Gunn might want to give the character some breathing room before reintroducing him, but there's always the possibility of a fresh take down the line. Whether he eventually faces off against Superman or, more fittingly, his true arch-nemesis Shazam, there's still a lot of potential for Black Adam in the new DCU. Just because his DCEU journey didn't pan out the way Johnson envisioned doesn't mean the character is gone for good. After all, in the world of superheroes, there's always room for a comeback. On the flip side, a direction for the new DCU. David Cornswith's Superman is set to bring a fresh take on the character in Superman, so introducing a new Black Adam down the line could set up an epic clash. And that's a wrap for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Let us know in the comments what topics you want us to cover next. We're always up for your suggestions. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because we've got some updates coming soon on which movie will officially kick off James Gunn's DCU after Superman, and what's next for the old DCEU. Stay tuned and drop your thoughts on today's topic below.